We're to be burned and be tormented and separated from Yah. So you don't care about that part. The burning and tormenting, meaning your flesh is going to be afflicted and tormented forever, meaning never, no end. Who would want that? Nobody. So I understand that. But is that your sole purpose? That you serve the Father? Is you just don't want to go to hell? That's not right. It's not right. Once you begin a relationship with the Father, once He calls you to His Son, you repent and you heed that call and submit to Him. Get baptized, filled with His Ruah, and man. And you see how much the Father loves you and what He really did and who He really is when He starts showing you Himself, when He starts manifesting Himself to you. Oh man, it breaks your heart when you would fail Yahweh in your speech and your heart. When you see the epitome of love, it breaks your heart when you don't meet. You start serving Yahweh because you love Him, because you're getting to know Him, you're having a relationship. It's a beautiful thing to be loved of Yahweh. It's a beautiful thing. So I guess to wrap it all up, are you deceived? Do you believe all these lies and you're doing what everybody else is doing? I would say you're deceived, because Yahweh, He says to, be set apart. Be holy. The word holy means set apart. Be set apart. And if you're just doing everything everybody else is doing, how are you set apart? Straight is the way. Narrow. The largest religion in the world, Christianity. Catholicism, for that matter. Same difference. Which is funny. How could you be separate and set apart and be in that straight and narrow way? If everybody is, that's nonsensical. It doesn't even make sense. Straight is the way, narrow, and few there be that find it. Okay, few there be that find it. I thought everybody found Jesus, like He was lost or something. Where you at, Jesus? You didn't find Jesus. You found some ear-tickling preacher who made you feel good in your wicked state, in your sinful, rebellious, satanic, devil-filled state, and He made you feel good about where you're at. And there's no change. Maybe a little change, but no change that comes from the Ruah. I'll tell you. I'll tell you what, if anything I'm saying intrigues you, or if you're wondering, wow, am I deceived? See, that's the righteous thought. I think that kind of thing all the time. Not about the Father and the way, just me. Like Sister Ashley said on Sister to Sister. Man, I get a lot out of that too. I love it. I love to hear our beautiful sisters. Man. She said, "Am I deceived?" She was sending a text, I think, with her father. Am I deceived? Am I deceived? If I am, what am I deceived? What has deceived me? Show me, Yahweh. Please show me. He will. He is faithful. He will. He's not like us. He keeps His word. He says what He means, and He means what He says. Now, we should be on our way to that and grow. I know I am. I know my wife is. We are not the same people when we first met. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. I actually have a wife. I have a wife. Did you hear me? Glory to the King. It was about 16 minutes long. I just bless the Father. Talk to Yahweh. Talk to Yahweh. Cry out to the Father. Cry out to Him. If you really want to please the Father, be you Christian, Muslim, whatever you are, whatever you would call yourself. If you don't do these things and you aren't filled with this Ruah, then you're deceived. And you need to get on your face and cry out to Yahweh and ask Him to show you the deception that you're in. He will. When I was a Christian, the person who told me about the Father, the way, I knew that if you could show me in His Word, I believe it. Because I believe the Word is true. The Word is true. Period. Regardless of what I was doing in my life at that time. My life. Interesting, isn't it? Because it was my life at that time. It isn't anymore. Hallelujah. But, so I asked the Father, Father, show me. If this is true, show me. And He did. I had to do my due diligence, and I looked. He made it very apparent, very plain. And it was true. I bless the Father for giving me ears to hear, eyes to see. Glory to the King, because He's faithful. He will. If you ask out of a pure heart, meaning you really want to know, if you think you're still talking to this white, long-haired Jesus, this false Jesus, and you think you're still praying to Him, and you're just trying to prove that you're right in where you're at, you're not there. But if you really want to seek the Father, and you really want to know Yah, if you really want to please Yah, and you really love Him like you say you do, then cry out to Him. Ask Him to show you. And be ready when He shows you. Because He will. If you cry out to Him after a pure heart, with a pure heart. I promise He will. I know He will. But if you're not, if you're just happy and you aren't ready for persecution, and you love your family so much, or your children, or your wife, or your husband more than you love Yah, don't even bother. Don't even worry about it. Because those are the first things that are going to be tested. The first things. Very first things. The people of your own house, all these people, your fleshly family, you're going to find out the truth, and you're going to tell them, and you're going to have to make a choice quickly, immediately. That's what comes. Anyways, it's like 19 minutes now, 20 minutes. Well, bless you, Israel. I love you. I hope this stimulated thought with somebody. I hope it reached somebody. I hope. Because it ain't about me sitting here, you listening to me talk. If you think that, just turn the video off. Because if you're watching me, if you think I want you to watch me, that ain't it at all. Just telling the nations. Tell the nations, repent. Turn from your wicked ways to serve the living Yah. If you don't, you'll perish in your sin. I promise.